Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hustlers, makers, and content creators, welcome to the only live stream on planet Earth dedicated to mobile content creators and mobile YouTubers. Today, I'm answering your mobile creator questions and mobile YouTuber questions. So if you have a question, head down to the description. I got a link down there. Just kind of pop open a form. Please put your question in that form to guarantee that I see it. I'm going to power through as many questions as possible today. And of course, you can just ask me anything because that's how we're rolling today. And today's show is brought to you by TubeBuddy, the #1 browser plugin and growth app for YouTubers. And once again, I don't even have to tell you guys about TubeBuddy. I know you already have it, but if you don't, link down below to that. And by the way, I've got a bunch of other great links down below, links out to some of my most popular videos and answers to some of the most popular questions that I get. So if you haven't been down to the description yet, take a peek. Have a gander, if you will. Faux Pas Art, how you doing, man? Nice to see you in here. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you are doing well, my friend. And I think I saw Jason James creep in here. How you doing, Jason? Nice to see you. We should have a chat later. Into the Sarlacc. What's going on, brother? Hope you are doing well. General Kenobi. How's everybody doing on this? It's Sunday night. Is Viper in here? Viper, the man about tech. Guys, can we just take a second? Viper is probably the hardest. This guy hustles like I've never seen anybody hustle on the platform. He's got like daily live streams going on. He's got a podcast going on. He's probably the hardest working dude in the business right now. So much love to you, Viper, man. I hope you're doing well. Simply Beth, how you doing? Divided by Sight, how are you doing? Tim, how you doing, sir? Scully's House of Thriller. What's up, my man? What up, people? There it is right there. I don't have the sound effects. I'm rolling with StreamYard today, so I don't have the sound effects going on. Viper is the man. Hey, my mother's son, how you doing? Artist Haven. Hey, Tish, how you doing? There we go. Viper, I think you just got a new nickname, man. Where's it at? Jason says, the James Brown of content creation. Good God, y'all. I love it. Look at that. Look at the love for Viper, right? Much respect, man. Much respect. I've seen plays. How you doing? Professor Nez in the house. How you doing, sir? Hope you were doing well. How's everybody holding up? We've been locked down for quite some time. I know some places are opening up. I see Professor Nez is going to the beach. Hey, G. Michael Jr., how you doing? Hey, the fat guy, how you doing? So who's still locked down and who's out? Who's running around now? Who's out and about going to the beach and doing all that good stuff? Hey, Neil, what's going on, man? I know you're locked down. We've talked about that one. Oh, man. Yeah, so we're still in Mexico. They continue to lock down here until at least June 15th, possibly even longer. So here we are. Let's see. Tim is locked down. Look at that. I think Viper, what's he say? Go D, I see you about to hit that 100K soon. Yeah, so if everything continues to go as is, probably maybe a month, give or take. But you know how that works, man. Like I could put one video out like tomorrow, and then that could change. It could be 2 weeks. It could be a week. It could be 6 weeks, but probably about a month. Looking forward to that. Jason says the lockdown extended until June. Yeah, interesting. So a lot of people are still locked down. Narfield, how you doing, man? It says we are moving towards getting out and to stay home and stay home slowly. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm going to even after. Hey, Justin, how you doing, man? Even after they open things back up, I'm still going to stay in a little bit. You know, I think, how many times have you seen like old Civil War movies, or you see like Viking movies, and they've got like the two opposing armies lined in front, right? Ready, they're on a battlefield, and then they just like chase towards each other, and it's just like calamity. Like I don't want to be like I don't want to be part of that first team that goes running out into the coronavirus world. So I'm going to stay back on my horse on the hill, and I'm going to watch from afar while everybody runs down to the battlefield. That's how I'm going to handle this. I'm not going to run into battle. Not anytime yet. X Jade Waits is just chilling in Texas. So when you're going to do the tips and tricks, you know what, man? A lot of my videos are tips and tricks. Sometimes I want to showcase new tools that are available to you as creators. Sometimes I want to give you tips and tricks, and sometimes I want to show you how to do tiny little things and tiny little tweaks to make your videos better. But I don't know, then the next day or two. So Facebook has an update, and I'm waiting for it. That's why I don't have a video on it. So if you have the Facebook app, they now have avatars. So you can cartoon yourself on Facebook. It actually looks pretty cool, but I don't have the update yet. So that's probably going to be one of my future videos, hopefully within the next week, if I get that update. Looks pretty cool. That's right, Tim. Remember to hit the like. My kitten is smitten with you. Oh, hard to type on my phone with an 8-week kitten attacking the phone. Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. More than tips and tricks. Yeah, we're doing all this stuff. We're doing all this stuff. But more importantly than all this stuff, I just want you to make stuff. I just want you to make stuff, because at the end of the day, that's what my channel is about. You know, the best video editing app, who cares? The best photo editing app, who cares? There's so many things to choose from. It comes down to personal choice, but it's just important that you make things. Grab your phone, grab your camera, grab your computer, grab your webcam. Just make stuff. That's the important thing. All right, so I'm going to jump into the questions here after I get a couple more here. I'm doing well, man. I'm still in Mexico. We are locked down until June 15th at least, which means I'll probably stay in until the end of June at least. And then after that, once we do decide to move around a little bit, we've probably got a couple of more weeks in Mexico before we eventually head into the US and go visit my mom in the US. And then whenever Thailand opens their borders, we will head back over to Asia. But actually, Taiwan has to allow transit first, and then Thailand has to open their borders. We have all kinds of barriers in front of us to get home. Hey, James, how you doing, man? Raphael Gaming, hope you were doing well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into the questions. And for those of you who are just joining, drop your question in the link that I put down. Drop your question in the link that I put in the description down below, because the chat gets moving and I can't see everything that's going on. But if you put it in the form, it's going to make sure I can see it. Can I ask a favor? That was your chance. That was your chance to ask a question. I don't know about a favor because you're not getting a shout out. And I'm probably not going to subscribe to you if that's what you're going to ask. That was your favor. Not coming over to clean your house. Not going to paint your house. Not going to go walk your dog or any of that stuff. But if you have a question, you can ask it in the form down below. So let me get these goodies online here. All right, so now I do have a couple of questions that I need to get through from last week, because I think I answered 25 questions and wrapped it up. So I'm going to burn through those really quick. First question comes from Surya Prakasa Rao. He says, can you do multiple topics on YouTube? And the answer is, you can do whatever you want on YouTube. It's your channel. You do whatever you want with your channel. The trick is you have to know what your channel is for. Why are you on YouTube? What is your goal? What is your purpose? And if your purpose is to grow your channel, if your purpose is to have some sort of influence or build a business or impact people or make a living off of YouTube, then I don't recommend coming up with multiple topics for your channel, because you're segmenting your audience. For example, choking on my own air there. For example, because I teach people how to make content on their phones, how to do things on their phone, that's why you came to my channel. Most of the people in here are either mobile content creators or you're just YouTubers who just like hanging out because you're part of the Niminati, #Niminati. But what if I started uploading videos about cars? Here's a car video. Here's a bunch of phone videos. Here's a couple of car videos. Here's me cooking in the kitchen, which would probably be worth watching because I'm a disaster in the kitchen. But here's me fixing some stuff around the house. You would say, whoa, I came here for the phone stuff. I didn't come here to watch you cook a pizza. I didn't come here to watch you clean your house. I came to watch you. I came to learn about how to do stuff on my phone. So when you're doing multiple topics, you're segmenting your audience, and that's not what you want to do. Now, I just hit my cable here, and I want to make sure that I'm not getting distortion from my mic. So every time I hit this cable, I think I have a short in my mic cable. I hit that, and then it goes haywire. I want to see you in the kitchen. No, you don't. It's me in the kitchen is just like me dropping stuff, me burning my hands. It's a mess. It's a disaster. Watching you cook. No. It's not entertaining. All right. Moving on to the next one here. Next question is, wow, these questions are pouring in fast. Hey, my question is, how do we give credit if we use stock music in Video Leap? I have a pro membership. You shouldn't have to, and we've talked about this, I believe it was today, you left a comment. If you did have a copyright claim, you need to contact them so they can clear it immediately. You shouldn't be getting claims on stuff like that, but every now and then, if you're using a legit app or a legit source, every now and then the AI will flag you. It's an automatic process, and you just have to reach out to those people, be it a music service or an app, and just say, hey, I got flagged using your service. Let them know what email, let them know what your email account is for your Apple Store, for the Google Play Store, and then they'll take care of that. Now, if you're cracking the apps, if you're getting the apps from, an APK website, you're on your own on that one. They'll get you. Yoshi Elevators asked the next question. Do you think YouTube is screwing smaller creators that don't have a certain subscriber number? I'm going to ask this question again, and I want your feedback here in the chat. Do you think YouTube is screwing smaller creators that don't have a certain number of subscribers? Ross Brand in the house? There he is. What's up, Ross? Hope you're doing well, man. So that's the question. Do you think, and I'm asking you, type in yes or no, do you think YouTube doesn't give preference to small creators? Is YouTube screwing small creators because they don't have enough subscribers? If you think that YouTube is somehow pushing you into the corner of YouTube, or they're suppressing you in any way, shape, or form because you're small, say yes or say no. I'm curious to see what people believe with this. And I know if you've been part of my channel for any time whatsoever, you're probably going to say no, but there's always somebody going to say yes. Let's see. So most people are saying no. Hey, Christina, how you doing? Nice to see you. I saw your avatar today on Facebook. That looked cute. That's right, Scully. Okay, so we have an overwhelming no. That's fantastic. I love it. I love that you guys are on board with that. So here's the thing. YouTube does not screw smaller creators. Every single person who uploads a video and publishes a video, the second you hit publish, YouTube tries to find an audience, even if it's an audience of 1 or 2 or 3 or 5, they try to put your video in front of an audience who they believe is looking for your type of content. Now, what happens as soon as you hit publish, YouTube starts collecting data on that video. Is your thumbnail getting a lot of clicks? If it is getting a lot of clicks, are people watching the video? Are they clicking off immediately? Are they watching it 10%, 20%, 50%, 60%, 70%? The more they watch it, the higher you have for a click-through rate on your thumbnail. Those are signals to YouTube that says people are interested in this video. Now, if they just showed it out to 5 people and all those people are like, yeah, we're clicking, we're watching, then guess what they're going to do? They're going to show it to a few more people. Then they're going to show it to a few more people. And that starts building the momentum on the actual video itself. But if you upload the video and nobody cares because your thumbnail isn't something that gets their attention, or maybe it is and they click and your video isn't that good. Maybe you blew it at the beginning of your video with a really long intro, or maybe your audio is really bad, or maybe you're hooked, the things that you say at the beginning of the video, or maybe it just takes you way too long to get into the meat, get into the bones of your video. People click off. Those are signals to YouTube that people are not interested. So your video just kind of sinks back to the bottom. But if they are, regardless of your channel size, if you've got a great video, it's just going to rise. It might take a while. It might be slow, but it's going to rise eventually if you have a good video that's got a high CTR and you have people watching your video longer. Audience retention. You want to see how long people are watching. So the problem that people have, hey, Mike Phillips, how you doing, my man? The problem is people who are starting out. It's not that you're small, it's that you're new. And when you're new, you lack the experience. You don't know, or you lack the skills to make a thumbnail that gets a lot of clicks. You lack the skills to know the right topics to make videos about. You lack the skills to find the right niche. You lack the skills to make a video that holds people's attention. You lack all of these skills, not because you're small, but because you're new. It doesn't matter what you do. If you're going to go play basketball, you're going to play soccer, you're going to play football, you're going to walk out to the field, and if you've never done that before, you walk out onto the court and somebody tosses you a ball, you're not going to know what to do with it. You're going to suck. Everybody sucks when they start. But the more you do it, the more you practice, the more you learn about the plays, the techniques, you get better. YouTube is no different. So They do not screw small creators. It's just that you haven't built the skills yet to make content that people respond to. That's all it is. That's all it is. I know it's easier said than done, but everybody in here, every single person in here started, well, mostly everybody in here starts at 0 or a lower number, and you've got to fight your way up. Next question. How do you retouch model skin and more on Android, like Photoshop for mobile creators? This one is from Mr. Trevon Film and Photography. Okay, the best app, well, I'm going to give you a couple of apps, but the best one, first of all, Snapseed has a portrait mode, and I've got a video coming on this really soon. So if you're taking portraits, and even if you want to run your thumbnail picture, so if you're putting yourself in your thumbnail, all of this stuff, and you want your skin to be a little bit smoother, maybe you want your eyes to be a little bit bigger, or maybe be a little bit more white to catch attention, you can do that inside of Snapseed. I'm going to show you how to do that in a coming video. It's actually coming really soon. But there's another app called Facetune 2. Facetune 2. They're the same people who make Video Leap, and I know you guys have seen my videos on Video Leap. Well, that one. Now, Video Leap is currently for iOS users. Link down below for that. Now, if you're an iOS user, Facetune is available for sure, but I'm not. Oh man, are they on Android? Does anybody know if Facetune's available on Android? I'm going to look if this phone has a battery. Give me 1 second. Nope, phone is dead. Does anybody have Facetune on an Android? All right, while I wait for that. So if you don't have Facetune 2 on Android, check out Snapseed. Use their portrait feature. That's how you do that. Spent the afternoon playing with Placeit. Yeah, so those of you who didn't catch today's video and you're looking for template-based solutions, intros, outros, channel art, t-shirt mock-ups, Facebook header pages or Facebook header images, business cards, logos, go watch the video that I made today. They do have free templates, but the majority of them are paid. You know, the better ones are paid. But check it out. Check it out. If you're on a budget, you need something free, you can hunt down the free templates. But if you don't mind paying and just getting access to a ton of free templates, and it's free to browse, by the way. So you can go through and look at all of those things. It's free to do that. So somebody just said Facetune there is a Facetune on Android. Okay. So it should be Facetune number 2 in the country. The company should be Lightricks. I'm going to type their name, Lightricks. That should be the company that makes it if it's a legit app on Android. I need Hairtune. It probably has it. Hey, Doug, how you doing, man? I didn't get notifications of any of your videos today. Go YouTube. A lot of times that happens because if the less you watch of someone's content. Now, here's the weird thing. You're in all of my live streams, and I see you commenting on a lot of my videos. So I know you watch my content. But generally, the less you watch someone's content, the less notifications that they send out. Or YouTube realizes that you watch my content at a particular time of day or a particular week or day or a particular device even. You might get a late notification on that. So maybe you'll get one, maybe you won't, but I know you're active. You comment all the time in your live stream, so you should have received a comment on that. You know, it's not perfect. Is there a video editing app for Android other than KineMaster? Yeah, I think KineMaster is the best for Android, but if you don't want their watermark, if you're using the free version, or if you don't have the budget to pay for KineMaster, I recommend VN or VLLO, Villo or VN. Next question. What are a few easy ways to make a good, it's almost like this stuff was timed. What are a few easy ways to make good intros for videos? First of all, you need to check, that's from SCE Red Sword. Watch the video that I uploaded this morning. And if you don't want to go with Placeit, that's fine. You can use Canva. Canva has an app. They also have canva.com. There's also apps like Intromate And you can also use a video editing app. You can take your logo, you can take text, you can animate it in and out and make your own logo or make your own intro using a video editing app. It's more time consuming and you need skills to make it look good, or you can just go to Placeit or Canva or pick up an app like Intramate. Next question. Wow, guys, questions are pouring in today. Whew, I'm going to try to get through as many of these as I can. Mama Z's question says, I have a cooking channel. What do you recommend on sponsorship? I know nothing about cooking channels, but I recommend this. You need a media kit. If you don't know how to make a media kit, if you don't know what a media kit is, go to YouTube, go to Google and say, how do I make a media kit? I believe Canva.com has templates on that. And I believe within the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks, Vanessa Lau, fantastic channel, by the way, Vanessa Lau made a video on media kits. So step one, you need a media kit. Step two, you need to know what brands would be relevant to what it is you're making. Are you just doing top-down shots? I mean, what's in your shots? Where do you get your tools? Where do you get your blender? Where do you get your knives? And start reaching out to those brands with your media kit. Inside your media kit, it's going to have all of your data. Who's watching your videos? Where are they from? Your view count. Watch the Vanessa Lau's video on media kits. So just start reaching out to them with an idea. Don't just send out blanket emails. Hey, do you want to sponsor my channel? Do you want to sponsor a video? That's not the way it works. Reach out to them with an idea and say, I believe I can sell your product to my audience, or I believe my audience would love your product. And then write out a game plan. I have an idea for 3 videos, and then tell them what those videos are. Be very specific. And then tell them how you can work together, and then put a price tag on it. Send them your media kit. Most people are going to say no. Even more people are just going to ghost you. They're not going to reply at all. But all you need is that one. All you need is the one to get started. And what happens is, once you have one, then, today's video is sponsored by, right? It kind of puts you on the map. That means you're open for business. Once you have one, then it's easier to get 2. Once you get 2, it's easier to get 3. And it kind of gets that whole train rolling. But I highly recommend watching the Mike Van Doozy. How you doing? Hope you were doing well, sir. But it helps to get a media kit. And I recommend watching the video from Vanessa Lau. It's a great video. I wish I had a link to it. Facetune 2 is available on iPhone. Yes, I know it's available on iPhone. I'm just not sure if it's on Android or not, if it's the legit Facetune app. And let me show you what I think I have it on this phone. Give me 1 second here. Well, I'll show you what it looks like. So if you are on Android, this is what you can look for. Facetune, give me 1 second. Facetune 2, it looks like this. This is what it looks like. Let me turn this down. It looks like this. That's the app right there, Facetune 2. That's what you want. Just look at Roger Wakefield. Yeah, Roger's amazing. Roger's on fire. Roger is taking social media by storm, and he's a plumber, and I love that. I absolutely love it. Flower Girl, how do you find your niche? Well, there's a couple of things, a couple ways to look at it. One, what are you into? What are you passionate about? What do you want to make videos about? What are you knowledgeable about? What information do you have? And everybody knows something. Everybody's into something, even if it's weird, even if it's something small. Maybe you're into, collectible toy soldiers or something like that. If you're really into that, make a channel about it. Do you have knowledge that you can share with people? What are you good at? What can you teach people? How can you serve people? Find a community that's not being served, right? Think about, okay, what am I good at? What am I knowledgeable at? This is this ball of things that I know right here and I'm great at. And then where's the community of people who aren't getting served for this? And then you figure out how to serve those people. That's your niche, however you pronounce it. What you're interested in, what you're good at, what you're knowledgeable about, matched with an audience that you can serve. Let me turn this off. Hold on here. Hey, quick question. Because I'm a fellow YouTuber trying to grow. How do you get your channel out there and exposed? Make content. Make more content. You have to make content that people are responding to. So if you're just getting started, go through the YouTube Creator Academy. Head over to Google, type in YouTube Creator Academy. It's a free course created by YouTube, and it walks you through a series of mini courses, and they have tests at the end, and they explain how YouTube works as a platform. So step one, to go through the YouTube Creator Academy. Every single person who's new and you're new to YouTube, you have to go through the YouTube Creator Academy so you have a better understanding of how it all works. And then to get the ball rolling, you have to figure out how to make videos, how to make content that connect with your audience. Once you do that, you just keep making videos. It takes time. It takes a lot of time for most channels. Wow, questions are flooding in today. Love Me Last Band asks, hey D, thanks for all the great work you do. Quick question. I started using Video Leap to do my video edits over iMovie, and I'm having trouble figuring out some of the features. How do you do a fade in, fade out on Video Leap? Okay, so you tap. Man, I wish I could show my screen here on StreamYard. You tap on the clip itself, and you're going to have options to animate in. You're going to have transition options, and you'll be able to fade it in and out. I can't explain it any better than that, but it's easy to do. But you have to actually tap on the clip that you want to fade in and out, and just go down and start tapping on buttons. And here's something I want you guys to do. For all of you who are mobile creators, El Jefe, what's going on, brother? El Jefe is in the house. For everyone, pro gamer, I hate to say it, my man. Unfortunately, we're going to have to boot you from the channel, brother. I need people to be over the age of 13 watching my content. So don't take it personally, but I have to boot you off the channel. Once you do get 13, send me a tweet, send me a DM somewhere, and I'm happy to allow you back into the chat. So those of you who are mobile content creators, Shelly saves the day. What's going on? Hope you were doing well. For those of you who are mobile content creators, I am going to get through this. Experiment with your apps. My comments are flooded with people asking things like, can I do this with the app? Can I do that with the app? Well, how do I do this? Here's what you do. Go out and shoot a couple of just random videos. Walk outside, shoot it inside. It doesn't matter. Just walk around, shoot some things. Try to, shoot 4 or 5 different clips, 15-second clips, 30-second clips, and then pull them into a video editor, or pull the pictures, shoot a couple of pictures and pull them into Snapseed or Lightroom Mobile or PixArt or Pixelab. Pull them in there and just start experimenting. Start tapping on stuff. Start moving the sliders. Start moving things around, because that's how you're going to figure out what these apps do. And if you're doing it with footage that you really don't care about because it's just test footage, you're not going to break anything. You're not going to lock up the app. You're not going to bust anything. It's going to be fine. But you need to experiment. You need to learn how to use the apps, because by tapping on things and moving the sliders, that's how you figure it out. All the problems that you have with these apps, it comes because you're not experimenting. I mean, that's how I learn the apps, right? All I do is I download an app, and I'll spend however long, sometimes a day, sometimes a couple of hours, sometimes a week. And I'll go through and I'll just click on every single feature that it has, every slider, every feature. And I just move stuff around. I click stuff. I try to figure it out. Sometimes it's complicated. Sometimes it's really easy, but that's how you get to know this stuff. And the same for software if you're using a desktop. Yeah, I love to experiment. Yeah, that's how you learn. That's how you get better. That's exactly. Hey, Consult a Blind Guy. How you doing? Don't be so hard on yourself, Professor Nez. You're at least 14 in mental years. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, G. Michael Jr. Yeah, you can't be afraid to test, and retest. Your apps aren't going to break. Your software will not break. But grab some test footage. I'm the same way. I don't want to test on good footage. I just got this thing in the back of my head, well, what if I somehow corrupt the footage? So, hey, here's a bottle. I'm going to film the bottle sitting on a table, and then I'm going to pick the bottle up. I'm going to take a drink. Then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. Just film a couple of clips, pull them into the editor, and just start playing with it. Try to make a sequence out of it. You'll figure it out. And all of these little videos that I do, like how to add music to an app, I don't want to make those videos. So figure this stuff out. I want to make videos that's going to help you, just plow through an app and, oh, wow, I didn't know you could do that. But those small ones, like, how to add saturation to video. Like, I don't want to make those videos. Experiment. Yeah, Shelly, I am on StreamYard right now. I'm on StreamYard because Streamlabs has been an absolute disaster for me. Absolute disaster. I don't know what happened. They had an update a couple of weeks ago, and I haven't been able to use it since. So, but I like it. I like StreamYard. It's easy. It's really easy. And for those of you who have a computer or have an Android and you want to stream, and the cool thing about StreamYard is you can bring on a guest. So if somebody wants to, who wants to come on the stream right now? Who wants to come on? Well, let's bring on a guest. Let me show you how this works. Who wants to come on and chat for a little bit? Going once, going twice. None of y'all want to come on. Okay. So you can bring on guests. You can bring on Christina. Yeah, whoever. You can bring on a guest. You can bring on, I believe, up to 6 people if memory serves. Okay, well, you guys are trying to figure out if somebody wants to come in or not. Okay, so here we go. Fully Involved Media Group LLC. And El Jefe. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring in one person at a time and show you guys how this works. And because this is a phenomenal browser-based system. This isn't software. This works on a browser. So if you have access to a desktop computer or a laptop, you can do this. Or if you have an Android phone, you can do this on your phone as well. And I have a video on that. So the first one, so it has a option to copy a link. Let me see if I can share my screen right here. Give me 1 second. Share my screen. Let me show you how this works. Okay, so when I share this, the video part's going to get crazy. We're going to go into like Inception mode. So ignore that. And what I want, oh, this is going to get crazy. And then what I want, oh, it hides. I can't do it. Never mind. So down here at the bottom, it has an invite. And you can copy that to your clipboard, and then you send a link to anyone that you want to bring into your live stream. So I'm going to bring El Jefe in right now. El Jefe, check your Twitter DMs, man. I'm going to send you a tweet. Where are you at? Boom. So I just sent a very simple request to El Jefe. And then we're also going to bring in Fully Involved Media LLC. Fully Involved Media LLC, can you send me a tweet really quick or a DM on Twitter to see you rise up to the top? So what's going to happen is once El Jefe taps on the link that I sent him, he can come in on his phone with a browser, or he can come on with his computer. And once he comes in, then I can add him to the screen here, and it's going to divide up the screen. So we're doing a little StreamYard tutorial, a little unplanned StreamYard tutorial. Mike says, if the host drops off too, the guests stay in until the host can re-enter. Yeah, StreamYard's amazing. And right now, StreamYard's on fire. Like I've seen, major news networks using StreamYard. So I mean, that's huge. I'm so happy for those guys. Is this possible in OBS Studio? Nothing is as easy as StreamYard in terms of bringing in guests. It's not as easy just to tap on things and bring in a guest. And OBS currently doesn't have this. You can bring people in on OBS or Streamlabs using NDI. You can use an NDI plugin, and then they come in through Skype, and then you can pull them in that way. A little bit complicated. You can definitely do it. All right, I think El Jefe disappeared on us. How many subs do you need to get monetized? 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. However, please do not wait to be monetized to think that you can make money with your channel. Sign up for affiliate programs. Try to make money through affiliate marketing. Get some merch for sale. There's other ways to make money. All right, so I'm going to go back into Twitter here. Now, for those of you who are coming on, it's not going to be a long stream. We'll just come on for a couple minutes just because I can show people how this works. All right, so we're going to bring in a couple people. So Andrew's coming in. Not as easy as StreamYard. Yeah, nothing is as easy as StreamYard. Nothing. Hands down, StreamYard is the easiest streaming platform that I've ever seen. I've tried Streamlabs, I've tried OBS, I've tried Wirecast, vMix, Ecamm, like all of those things. And you have the apps. You have Switcher Studio and Cinemaker and Prism Live Studio and Streamlabs Mobile. You have all of these things, but none of them even come close to how easy it is to use StreamYard. Okay, so I'm going to bring in a guest. So Andrew's coming in from Fully Involved. Make sure I always get the name wrong for your channel name. Fully Involved Media Group LLC. So now I just tap one button. So he's down here in the staging area that I unfortunately can't show you. I just tap one button. Boom. What's up, Andrew?
Hey, how are you?
Good, man. Thanks for coming on the stream. How you doing?
No problem. I just want to piggyback quickly on what you said with not relying on YouTube monetization.
Yeah, go.
For anybody, we've been monetized for about a week and a half now. Listen to D. Don't rely on the monetization. As he said the other day, CPMs vary from genre to genre and niche to niche. If anybody wants to watch a video that Roberto did in the People of Video conference, he talks about CPMs.
Yeah, and what Andrew means by that is per 1,000 views, you get paid a certain amount for the ad revenue that you get. And depending on the type of content that you make and where the viewer is, that's going to change your CPM. So you might make $6 or $7 or $10 or up to $40 per CPM, but there's a lot of variations there. Oh, we see we have some other people coming in. Hold on here. El Jefe, we're bringing in another person. And let me get rid of my banner. El Jefe is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on?
Chilling, man. How you doing?
Good. Nice to see you, man.
Yeah, you too, brother. No, good, man. Paloma sends her love. She was like, make sure you say hi.
So El Jefe, man, like you've been on this journey about the same amount as me, right? I think we came in around the same time, or
yeah, I mean, I started the channel about 2017, and then I really got serious about it going into 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since we've got you on here, because I know you're a hustler too, do you want to share some tips on things that you've done to monetize your channel or ways that you've been able to make some money, any amount of money?
Yeah, no, for sure, man. I mean, the biggest and the fastest one that I did, and this is even before I was at 1,000 subscribers. So well before that, I joined up with Amazon affiliates. So that was the very first one that I did. And then we had the thing. Do you remember when they demonetized channels under 1,000?
Yes.
So they demonetized channels under 1,000. And I was like, because I wasn't making anything on YouTube, but I was already making money off of Amazon affiliates. So I was like, whatever. I'll, once I get back to 1,000, I was hitting the watch time. I was getting the views. I was hitting the watch time. So, that wasn't that big of a deal for me at that time. So that definitely helped. That's probably the biggest one. And the big one, if you can get them, Amazon does bounties. Like signing up for like Audible, signing up for Audible, the Kindle, the Amazon Music, stuff like that. And those are flat fees. So those are like $5 each. Sometimes I do specials where you can get $10 per sign up, or even people just doing Amazon Prime trials. And those things, they pay out $5 per. How do you get hooked up with Bounty? I'm not part of that. No, that's right. It's if you're an Amazon Associates, you can sign up for bounties. It's right. It's a different link, or is it inside the admin? No, you just go in there and you can put in the links. Like it'll give you, if you look at it, you'll see where it says links to offer people free 30-day trial of Prime. Okay. And if anybody signs up on that, then you get that straight up bounty like right on there. And those add up because it isn't that tiny, because our rates just got cut. But bounties they can just keep you afloat because those are flat fee. So yeah, it's pretty good. So there's ways to do it. You know what I mean? There's ways to get going, but Yeah, I mean, because it's a lot of I think that's one of the things a lot of people concentrate on, getting those 1,000 subs, man. It's like, listen, just make good videos and get the views, and the views are going to convert if you're making good content anyway. You know what I mean? Because for me, the 1,000 happened when I stopped worrying about it.
There you go. And you started.
Exactly.
Yeah.
El Jefe, you started before 1,000 subscribers, and I'm curious. Hey, Christian, how you doing, man? I'm curious, for those of you who are in the chat right now, how many people are under 1,000 subscribers and you're waiting to get monetized? You're trying to hit that threshold where you can monetize your channel. If that's you, well, listen to what El Jefe says. He didn't wait. He didn't wait for the money. He went out and found the money. Yeah. I think the one of the biggest mistakes I see a lot of YouTubers make as they're coming onto the platform is they're thinking, I'm going to hit that 1,000 subscribers, and for 1,000 hours of watch time, I'm going to get monetized. And it's just,
no,
we're counting money, right? We're just right. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah. You might, if you're getting an insane amount of views, absolutely. Or if you're in a particular niche or niche.
Oh yeah. If your CPMs are high, then yeah.
Yeah. If you have a high CPM, then yeah, you can make money. But the average YouTuber is making an average CPM, which means you need a lot of views to make a decent amount of money. Like I said last week, so my CPM, I made in the last 28 days, I have over, I think 700, now it's 700, and I would just say 715,000 views, 715,000 views in the last 28 days. My payment for that, for ads, is only $1,200.
Yeah. That's a lot of views, man.
It's $1,200 for 700,000 views for the type of content that I make. But on the flip side of that, if I had a coaching channel or some sort of a business channel, I'm going to make a lot more money because the CPM is going to be a lot higher.
Dude,
a lot higher.
Yeah, I've seen some of the CPMs from people that are doing like videos about web hosting and stuff like that.
Yes.
Where it's insane. Like for an average tech channel, you're somewhere between like $5 and $15 on your average tech videos.
Right.
But I mean, it was like $70, $80, $90 on these. I'm like, how in the actual? So it was one of those
$90.
Yeah.
$90.
And I was like, what the? So I couldn't believe what I was seeing. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed. If they would have just told me that, I'd be like, nah, there's no way. And when I actually saw it, when they sent me the screenshots, and I was like, wow. But you have to know that. Like, that person is a go-to guy for web hosting and for that sort of stuff. And he can show you how to build websites and which ones to use and what's better than what, and does versus videos on like different stuff, on different web creation or website creation stuff. And I mean, man, it's like dude, even automotive. I've seen automotive channels pushing 50 plus. So
well, yeah, automotive can make a lot of money.
Yeah, dude.
Automotive car companies have money to spend.
Yeah, exactly. See, there it is.
See, now, I'm gonna say something that Eddie Garrison said to me the other day. For anybody that is just starting out on YouTube and thinks the money's gonna flow in, like Dee said, Eddie Garrison, another YouTube creator, check his channel out.
Great. Love Eddie.
He said to me, Andrew, at the conference, he said, Andrew, you did it properly. You started your business first and branched out to YouTube. He said you didn't have to struggle, and you didn't have to, you still had to pump out videos, but you didn't have the struggle that people who just start on just YouTube have.
Yeah. You approached it as a business, and that was a smart move.
Yeah, it's a strategy behind it, which is smart, because when I look back on it now, I started it very casually, and that's one of the very few regrets that I have, is the fact that I didn't deep dive into it enough, and I didn't do enough research prior to starting it. But even so, I'm also glad I started when I did, because the other biggest regret I have is not starting sooner. So
yes,
yeah,
right. Everybody, once you get, like, everybody's afraid to start, or everybody has a million reasons why they can't start. And then once you start, it's like, why didn't I start sooner?
Yeah.
Like every single person I know with a channel, it's like, why didn't I start sooner? Why didn't I start this sooner?
Dee, your brother had a perfect example. One of his first videos of him on camera, he said in one of his Comments Over Coffee podcast, he said, I was so worried that friends or family were going to see the video and be like, oh my God, this sucks. And
I did. I said that. I said, dude, you suck.
And people have to realize that Nick said once he got on camera and got comfortable, he didn't care what his friends and family thought. And that's what propelled his channel.
Yeah.
Getting comfortable in front of the camera and, not being shy about what he was producing.
I remember when he came. Do you cook? Whew, I thought that said something else. I tapped on. I tapped on the wrong comment here. And I'm trying to do all these things.
No, they bounce, dude. That's StreamYard. They bounce. Yeah.
And I saw the C, and I was like, "Oh God!" I meant to tap this one.
Yeah.
I remember when Nick came in and he was like, "Hey, I'm starting a YouTube channel." I was just like, "Cool, have fun." Just no idea. I didn't understand the opportunity available. I didn't understand. I thought YouTube was just a place you tossed up videos and just watch tutorials. Like I didn't think anything beyond that. And wow. So I'm gonna bring in another guest. We're just gonna have a party here. So this is Dow Cecil Runo, and I don't think she has her camera on. Dow, are you there?
Hello. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Well, hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. And no, I never show my face on camera. That's part of my brand. So you got to stick with the avatar.
Well, no, I think this is great because it also shows people who are interested in StreamYard that you don't have to have a camera.
Yep.
I mean, somebody should have a camera, but you can bring in a guest that doesn't have one.
Yeah, I have been hosting my streams every Wednesday, and I never show my face on camera. So it's not like I'm the kind of example for people who are very shy. Like you can do it podcast style. No one cares. So long as your voice is entertaining, you don't have to show your face. They don't have to see you picking on your nose or whatever.
So you do every stream without your face, and you're able to hold people there?
Yeah.
There you go.
Sometimes I bring in guests. Sometimes I have someone with me, but the majority of my streams so far I have been alone. And because I'm a writer, sometimes we have something that's called writing sprints. So there's like a 20-minute timer. I share the screen. I put a cool timer on, and that whatever time, like say 15 minutes, those 15 minutes are for everybody to grab their tablet or phone or paper or whatever they have and start typing or working on their books, because we're working on our books. So after the 15 minutes we come back and it's like, okay guys, how did you do? And everybody shares their progress, and then we chat about whatever the crap they want to talk about. It's fun. And just last week I had a guest who is also in the chat right now. Her name is Divided by Side. And she was my guest last Wednesday. So she was with the camera on, but I never show my face. And because that's part of my brand, everybody understands. And people still come to my streams every week. Nice. You don't have to show your face.
Nice.
Right on. Shannon Vlogs, how you doing?
Well, we got Viper in the building, man. You see, I got the Viper merch on too right now.
Oh, let's see it. Let me tap on you. Hold on.
Right
hold on. We're going to have to...
Too bad D doesn't have the sound effect.
I know, right?
Boom. Oops, hold on. I got to take the banner off. Hold on. Remove this. There it is. There it is.
Yep. Got the immediately shirt on there. It's for my boy, man. He's in the chat. Yeah, that's my buddy, man. That's my guy. You got to show support, man. I think I have more merch t-shirts than I do regular t-shirts at this point. So, but it's cool though, man. We got to support each other.
Yeah, right on.
Cool.
Ross Brand says most of the value in a live stream comes from the audio, not the visual.
That's right.
Exactly. Someone got it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Ross is like a pro live streamer and podcaster. So he should
live stream guru.
A live stream guru. Yeah, absolutely. Now, hold on here, man. Yeah, these comments bounce. I want to tap on a certain one, and it's like getting the wrong one.
That's a problem that I have, my blindness. So that's a problem I have. I'm trying to catch on everybody's comments because I'm trying to be super responsive with my audience, and StreamYard is like, boom, bouncing. And I'm like, come on, guys. So that's a bug they should get on fixing soon, hopefully.
Yeah. Sometimes the only other way you can do it, sometimes you can turn on slow mode for your chat, but sometimes it can hurt stuff if you don't have enough people in there talking. Right. It can really slow down a conversation. But I've been running into it. I mean, and I've only been getting like on my live streams, I've been getting something like somewhere between 50 and 60, 70, sometimes 75 people. But even at that point, it's still already moving so fast. And I'm like, wow, I don't know how people do it with thousands of people. Yeah.
They don't respond.
If I go live early in the daytime in the morning, I get the turnout is completely different than when you do something late at night. But when I go on with Nick, like on a Saturday morning, it's not uncommon for us to have 200, 250, 300 people sometimes in the chat, and and the chat is just almost blurs. It goes so fast.
That's when the mod squad really comes into play there.
Yeah, absolutely. So Andrew, your channel's fairly new.
Correct.
And you're kind of molding it and still getting everything together. You're a news channel. So where are you wanting to take your channel exactly? Like what's your grand plan for the channel?
My brand plan from the get-go of our business, I tell people our business is to bring factual news to the people who want it the most. We bring it, as you said, we bring it through visual. People watch the news and you'll hear newscasters say, well, we think this happened. We think that happened. We strive to bring the facts. We don't really want to report things that become untrue or false, We just want to bring it through the power of video.
Okay. I like that.
I was a volunteer firefighter in New York for 7 years. Couldn't really commit to that. And I kind of wanted to stay in that field. And that's when I broke into the news field and said, you know what? Let me bring my talents of photography and videography so I can stay in that field of emergency services.
Okay. I dig it.
Yeah.
Are you streaming? Are you doing any live streams on your channel at all? Or
my company and I'm in North Carolina now. I have guys in Long Island, New York City. One of my guys in Long Island, we just started live streaming. And this was 2 weeks prior to monetization. I said to my one guy, Frank, I said, let's start live streaming from scenes. Even if it's a 20-minute live stream or, you go out for 2 hours to cover news, let's try live streams. We've had competitors in our niche on YouTube do it, and it's successful for them. And,
that's great.
Like you said the other day, in this time of what's going on in the world and the U.S., you said there are so many people that are gravitating towards YouTube. Live streams have been the most popular for us in terms of video content on our channel.
Yeah. Well, El Jefe, he's live streaming on Amazon. Like, how cool is that?
Yeah, it's a trip, man. I was supposed to do one earlier. That's why I'm set up already, because I was supposed to do one, and I was like, well, excellent timing, D, because I was already here. But it worked out. Yeah, no, Amazon's cool, man. It's a whole different beast. But it's pretty cool. So they've kind of gone through some changes themselves because of the situation that's kind of going on. But hopefully it'll go back to normal. And normally when we stream, the streams are actually shown on a dedicated live stream page, but it's also shown on the product pages that you have chosen to showcase. So it's pretty cool, because then you get a lot of interaction. Those are a few times where I had chats were super hopping. But right now that they've pulled us off of the actual product pages, it's been much slower, but still so far so good. I know at some point they're going to open it up to more people. So right now it's still in a beta, but it's pretty cool. It's very promising to see where this could be going.
What's the tech behind that? Originally you had to come on with an iOS device. Still is. Yeah. So you're setting up your iPhone and going live.
Yeah, you could do it with an iPhone, you can do it with an iPad, but it has to be an iOS device. But I don't stream from the phone. I only control the stream from the phone. So I run it all through StreamYard. So I put in the custom what is that, the RS, or what's it called? The stream key?
The RMTP feed?
Yeah, the RMTP. So they give you the code on the app. I enter that into StreamYard as a source, and then I run that. So I use this to use iOS to control it, and then I bring up all my tabs for all the products I want to look at, and then I use that on the share screen on StreamYard. And then also we can do is like I'll have Travis come in with me, or I'll go on one of his, and then that way we can have a two-way conversation, because talking by yourself for an hour is rough, man. So
yes, it is. It really is.
But it's cool. Yeah, it's very promising, man.
Yeah, whenever they open that up, I'm really excited to stream over there.
Yeah,
I would absolutely love to be able to talk about mobile gadgets and gimbals and wide angle lenses, and I will rebuild an entire set just for Amazon, just for like displaying like an Amazon stream.
yeah, because you could have like I'd imagine like I could put shelves behind me and they'd be like, oh, so this is what I'm talking about here, and just so this is what we've got, and so it'd be pretty cool. So I've done it a couple times with stuff because I usually talk about audio products, and I'll have them like here on my table, and I'll just pop them up like, here's what I'm talking about. I've got it right here, and this is what my testing's been like and stuff. So it's pretty cool. It works out pretty well. So
yeah, I'm really.
D will start splitting up the Niminati studio when he gets back, putting walls up for his Amazon live streams.
Look, that room is packed. That room is completely packed.
I bet, dude.
So the funny thing is, so we have the live streaming studio, and it looks big on video, like when you have that main shot,
but it's not.
but it's not. It's really man. Like when you walk around in there, like you've got to like kind of wiggle around, and I have my little set over in the corner, and it's really tight.
But it's also the fact that not to be underestimated for all the people that have never been around D or Nick in real person. These guys are humongous. So D, I guarantee you, D can dunk on everybody in this chat room. So,
oh my god,
they are
Nick's taller than I am. Nick's taller than I am.
You guys are some tall dudes. Like that was the big thing, that when people were like meeting you guys, they'd come up to be like, yo, I didn't know Nick and D were so tall, man. I'm like, yeah, bro, you didn't know.
Is Andrew Cannon here?
Well,
Andrew, how's it going, man? I think I saw Andrew Can come into the chat here. Maybe. Andrew, if you're in here, what's up?
someone was asking, like, what if they are shy to use their own voice in videos? Then, my friend, I don't know what to tell you, because
don't do robot
I mean, there's a solution for like people who don't want to be on camera. Like, hello, here I am, and I'm not on camera. But if you don't want to use your voice, because I used to be a singer before being a writer, so I can give advice on that. People say, I just don't like my voice. It sounds bad. Or I have an accent. Hello, I have an accent too. And here I am. So like they find many excuses. Like, I don't like my voice, and I just don't like my accent, or maybe I sound weird, or maybe I just don't have enough energy, or blah 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 excuses, well, that only takes practice. My first videos, I was really awkward on camera. I used to be a silhouette before being animated, and I was very nervous, and I tried to mask it a little bit, but I was more awkward when I started off. I don't like how my voice sounds. I don't like my voice. I have accents, more than one, and I still do it. The only thing that you can do is just do it. Maybe some people want to use a voice changer. I tried that for a while when I was fairly new. I don't recommend it, because why are you hiding so much? You can hide your face if you like, but what is the point of being on YouTube if you don't want to put a little bit of yourself in the content that you make? It's a little, it's weird.
Yeah. So I don't like my own voice. What about you, Andrew?
I really don't. Like, even when you were like, who wants to come on StreamYard, I jumped on it. I was like, I don't care, you just have to get over it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Dude, I don't mind, man.
And like she said, you don't know how your audience is going to react until you do it.
Jeff, that's because you sound like a boss. That's why.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Is for when I first started out, I didn't really care for it, but when I started getting comments of, man, I really like your voice, I was like,
yeah, man, you get a great voice.
Cool. So then I just kind of steered into it, and it's gotten better, man. But it takes work, and I get a sore throat quite often. So
yeah.
You have to drink some tea, bring your water with you. Always stay hydrated when you're recording, but like, practice. That's my only piece of advice for people who feel like you don't like your own voice, or you feel like, oh, I will cringe. Nobody likes it. Do you really think we like it? No, we don't.
That could be, like I said, it could be worse, because even for me, like, some people don't want to show their face, and you have, like, for me, people flip out about the sunglasses. Like, that's something that bothers a lot of people, and
weird,
it's very weird. It's a very strange thing, because some people have a thing about eye contact, and I totally get it. And if I
Mhm.
if I wouldn't get headaches from not wearing the shades, then I would totally do it. You know what I mean? So like in certain instances, I'm willing to deal with it. I'm willing to, like, dude, like when I was at CES or at Vid Summit, I was on Tylenol and ibuprofen all day long to deal with the headaches, because it's worth it in social settings, like especially for Vid Summit where you want to like interact with people and talk to
Right.
people and stuff. Then I'm willing
Right.
to deal with that because I'm gaining so much from it that it's worth the trade-off. But yeah, for some people, they really they bug out about the shades, and I'm like, yo, it's gonna be here. You got to deal with it. So
One comment that I get repeatedly on my channel is, what if I don't want to be in my video? Like, how can I make a video and I don't want to be in my video? So what I've done, like I probably in the last month, I think I've released maybe 4 or 5 or even 6 videos. I'm not in it.
Yeah.
Just my voice.
Mhm.
Just so I can show people when they ask, like, hey, here's like 5 or 6 different videos. I'm not in it.
Yeah, there's
And
nothing
here's
wrong
2
with voiceover.
And here's 2 videos where not only am I not in it, but my voice isn't in it.
Nice.
So there's definitely ways that you can make content if you're self-conscious about your voice, or you don't want to
I'm
put
gonna
yourself in front of the camera.
piggyback on what El Jefe said with the conferences, and then what D said. I was getting ready to go to People of Video in Albany, and my wife was like, "Why are you bringing your ball cap? Why do you have like Tylenol in your bag?" I was like, "Hun, you don't understand. It's my first conference. I really don't want to sleep." I said,
Yeah.
"The knowledge you are going to gain from a conference, like El Jefe said, even with the headaches, even with hunger, I was ready."
Yeah.
And what D said with not putting your face on camera. If anybody follows Creator Fundamentals, who was the founder of People of Video, Dan just put out a video about how to not show your face on camera in videos, in recorded content.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, when
You can animate yourself. You can share a screen. You can have a layout, like a overhead shot. You can just have your hands on camera. So many options.
Yeah.
So many options.
Look at Flossie Carter. He rarely shows his face, and he has over 1 million subscribers. And he normally only shows his hands. And I mean, people know what he looks like because they've shown his face, enough times in a few videos. But you can totally do it. As long as you're entertaining. That's the key. You have to be entertaining. So you can't just be on there like, oh, hey, so we're gonna look at this thing today. No, it's not gonna work. You got to bring it. Like a really good YouTuber doesn't have a lot of videos lately, but his name is Kaiser Reveal. And he has never shown his face on a video on YouTube, and the most fire channel, and perfect voice, perfect voiceover, and the B-roll is amazing. I mean, just on fire. Never shows his face, not once. So
yeah, you don't have to. So many people when they start, and this is the same with video ideas. Like when you're getting started, you're like, I just don't know how to make videos. I don't know how to come up with these ideas. How can I, you get comments all the time. I want to make a YouTube channel. I don't know what to make content about. It's like you're standing in front of this wall. But then what happens is once you kind of climb up the wall a little bit and you're like, wow, I can make these videos. You got to get over that hurdle of, 1, trying to find the video ideas, but 2, you build up these hurdles of like, my voice sucks, or I look funny on camera, or people are going to laugh at me, or they don't like my ears, they don't like my nose, or I wear shades, right? Like people always put these hurdles in front of themselves, but then once you get over them, you look back and you're like, that was a stupid thing to worry about, or I can't believe I even didn't do anything because I was worrying about these things.
Yeah. They become those just become small, man. Yeah.
All those hurdles become non-existent. Eventually, even coming up with video ideas, like it sucks at first, but like once your brain starts figuring out how to find those ideas, they're endless.
You use the YouTube search bar. If you have an idea that you're thinking about, type it in the YouTube search bar, see what people are searching for.
Yep. And I guarantee you that if you come up with a good idea, there's at least 5 videos in it.
Yeah.
You gotta look at every angle of it. And I mean, that's literally like how I play it. And here's what sucks is I usually will only do 1 out of those 5 unless it really pops. And then I'll swerve into that and do another one as a follow-up to try to hit that same nail. But it's like who was it? Was it Daryl that said the channel cluster thing or the video cluster thing where you have an idea and then you build ideas around it and another idea and you build ideas around it. So it's like you have a game plan. Like, okay, I'm going to hit this one. If it goes well, I'll hit another one in that cluster. If not, we'll move on to this one. And if that doesn't do well, we'll move on to the other one. So it's like you kind of have this game plan built up. And at any given moment, I'm sitting on at least 40 video ideas on deck at any given moment. So no lack of ideas for me. It's lack of time.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I've got like a huge list of Android ideas, a huge list of iPhone ideas, a huge list of iPad ideas, a huge list of like YouTube ideas just to help people, mobile creators, and it's endless. But you have to learn how to, you have to learn how to get those things. But once you figure that out, once you crack that nut, the floodgates open, and it's endless ideas.
It's the same with our channel. People think, oh yeah, you put one story up about one news story and it's over. We have so many ideas for compilation videos to repurpose all of our content. Like you guys in a Huffy said, like Dee said, there's just not enough time.
Yeah.
I love compilation videos. Car crashes, like, these crazy things.
What people don't realize is, and I don't remember who I heard this from, repurposing your content brings new viewers that have not seen your older videos to your channel.
Yeah. Fun fact. Repurposed content are my most viewed videos.
Which ones?
Repurposed content, where I take old B-roll and old stuff and put it together and do like a top 5 are the videos that always blow up on my channel, because those are buyer's guides and those things just pop. So every time, and it's wild to see it. I don't want to do them too often because it can become highly redundant. So I'm going to try to do them quarterly. And dude, I'm telling you, it's so much. I mean, views wise, affiliates wise, and it helps, especially when you're talking to companies and brands, and you can wield your affiliates report like a sword. So
people love lists. They love compilations. They love list videos.
They do love lists.
They eat them up.
My niche is full of them. My niche is full of list videos.
Oh yeah.
Like writing tips for whatever, and they give you like 10 tips. It's like a listicle video.
Yeah. That's all that's kind of like what it helps, and it sounds ridiculous, but people really do search the term top 5 and top 3 for everything.
Yes.
So it's for everything.
They do. They search for the best. They search for top. They look for the top 3, the best 3, the top 5, the best 5, the top 5, the top 10. People look for those like in force.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you guys want to see it in action, those are some huge channels that are called top 5s. Huge channels.
Yeah. Oh, I love that channel. I love it. I found my copyright free music thanks to that top 5s channel.
Yeah, they're out there. That's where if you know where to look, even just via human nature, you'll find yourself looking for stuff. Like I remember what I used to look for before I became a creator, and I was always looking at compilation videos and top 5s all the time, top 5s, top 10s all the time. So it was one of those things that it sort of came together fairly well, and I had some good guidance. I have some good much more veteran creators that have helped me out along the way, Dee included, Nick included, and many others that have pointed me in the right direction. So
I just realized the strength of wearing sunglasses during a live stream. So if I had sunglasses on right now, you couldn't see that I was reading the chat. You just might think that I'm looking at the camera. So. What was it? I know Viper wears it, and he says that
he wears them because he had trouble focusing on the lens when he would record his videos, and it was a tip from Casey Neistat that had said, if you have trouble focusing on the lens, wear shades. So
focusing means he just couldn't look at it for a long period of time.
Maintain eye contact with the lens itself. So I was like, wow, I've never even thought about it like that. So because even on the videos where like there's been a couple where I'll not wear the glasses, or I'll pull them up for it'll look really dark and everything will look really noisy in the background, and I'll lift my shades up and I'll talk in a video for a little bit, and I'll be looking at the lens, but then when I talk, I'll notice I'll look over here, look over here, look over here, then I'll look back at the lens, and then I'll be doing this whole thing where I'm scanning around. And I'm like, it's probably better that I just leave the shades on. So, yeah.
Hey, Monica, do you want to come on? I've been trying to get Monica from Credit Fast on the stream for a while. I was going to bring her on because I don't know if she's live streaming now, but she was trying to start live streaming, and I was going to bring her on my channel at Vid Summit. Like, you know what? When I see you at Vid Summit, I'm going to bring you on my channel. We're going to get you live for the first time, but the internet was terrible there. You stopped by there. The internet was just god awful. We couldn't stream.
I was watching your behind the scenes of the Vid Summit thing, and the internet was kind of weird. I
Well,
remember
yeah.
that.
So that one in particular, the one that was going on Daryl's channel, that was a completely different setup. So if I wanted to go live on my phone, all I have is one access point to the internet, and everybody was sharing that, and it was terrible. But what Daryl had on his channel for the official live stream, he has a box. It's the company's called Live U, just the letter U.
Yep.
And they have it's a cellular bonding box. So you can put, I believe it's up to 3 SIM cards inside of it.
Yep.
And it bonds the signal and gives you a very strong signal so you can live stream better. And it's mobile.
So cool.
And it was still shoddy.
Yeah. It was crazy though. You could walk around with that thing. I was just like, that is just insanity. So
D, I just want to thank you. I have to head out. Thank you for this opportunity.
Hey, right on, man. Have a good one, Andrew.
Hey,
Take care, man.
You too. You too.
So good to talk to you, Andrew.
You too. Have a good one.
Cheers, man.
He's in one of my niches. He's in one of my niches because I'm in 2 niches because I'm a writer, but I'm also blind. So, hey, I mix 2 niches together. Well, I'm not mixing it well with the blindness yet because I'm a bit too shy about that, but I'm planning to. So I am one of those rebels who doesn't niche down like just to one thing, but a little bit of 2.
Yeah. That's okay though.
Yeah. So Credit Fast, are you coming on? You want to come on?
Said something about I need help is what one of the things she had wrote.
Oh, she might have a tech. She might have a tech thing. So the way this works is I can send you, if you send me a direct message in Twitter, go to Twitter, send me a DM, and I send you a simple link. It's one link. You can open that link on your phone or your computer, and it's just going to pop right open.
So you don't have to slide into the DMs.
I'm just going to slide on in. And it's just going to pop right open.
Oh, man.
She has bad internet. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's rough, man. I know a few YouTubers who want to live stream, but their connection is so low that they can't live stream.
Yeah.
They have enough where they can upload videos, but they can't live stream. I'm like, it's such a handicap. It's like, come on, man.
That was the first problem I had when we got down here to Mexico. The internet, because you're in Airbnbs, but where we're at now, and hopefully where we're going to move to, they've got fiber.
Nice.
So, but the first handful of places was just a disaster, absolute disaster for the internet. Yeah, what are you going to do?
Boost up your internet, and then you can stream. That's all you can do.
Yeah, we had to move like from where I couldn't. So where I used to live and I used to shoot my videos, I couldn't live stream. So not until I moved to where I live now, then I was able to live stream because over there, for whatever reason, we couldn't get more than 5 up. So so and 5 up is not enough. It's enough to where I could upload videos slowly.
Dude, and you're in San Francisco, right?
Yeah, well, I'm in the Bay Area, so that's why it's so. That's even worse. It's like we're supposed to have the best of everything, and we don't have. So I don't know, man.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's very sad. Now, where I live now, I'm getting on a really good day, I can get 20 up. Normally, it's somewhere around 12 to 15, which is plenty. And for uploading videos, it's like, so now I can live stream 720, no problem. I don't have any dropouts. So far, so good. Yeah,
here. So it was terrible, all the other places that we went, but this place with fiber, we're like 100 down and 100 up.
Oh, perfect.
So
wow,
just
that's insane.
And the crazy thing is so I'm not traveling with a DSLR or anything. So I have 2 things to stream. I have my phone and I have Logitech C920.
Oh man, nice.
So I can't take advantage. I would love to stream in 60 frames per second, like 1080, 60 frames per second with a nice depth of shallow depth of field. Don't have it.
Yeah, this stuff is worth its weight in gold now, man. I had no idea. So I'm trying to find a cam link now.
Right? It's funny how the transition happened, right? Like people were interested in live streaming, but once COVID hit, it's like everybody wants to live stream.
Everyone is live streaming. We even have in my niche, like the people in my niche even have a schedule going on for when people are streaming so everybody can join everybody else's stream. Oh my God. It's crazy. Now everybody's streaming.
Yeah. No, it's true. No, it's absolutely true. And now, I mean, even like having to get like my brother set up, and now we have to we have to make sure that we're working around each other's schedules because he's live streaming on his Twitch channel now. And I'm like, so I make sure like, okay, what time you going to do your streams this week? And that way I know when I can do my Amazon thing. And like tomorrow I'm going to do a stream on my YouTube channel. So I was trying to get that all worked out. Good night, Shannon. So, but yeah, now we're working out schedules here at home because we only have so much up, you know what I mean?
Right.
So we don't want to stop each other.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, guys. So I need to get back to answering questions. So I want to thank both of you for coming in and hanging out and showing people
so much for the opportunity.
How this worked. This was kind of fun. I would love it. I prefer doing these conversations where other people come on. I really love doing these.
Yeah, dude. And also don't forget, this works from phones. So if
I'm on my phone, guys, I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone.
It works like a charm.
Here I am.
People think that they need to have like, I'm using a DSLR with a cam link through my computer, but you don't need to do that. I could have hit this link on Android or iOS and it would have worked. So, so if anybody who's like a phone or mobile streamer, like anything like that, don't think that you can't live stream just because you have a mobile device, because you can totally do it. Don't think
you totally can. Yeah. I'm a living example.
Yeah, you can live stream with this. I have multiple videos on my channel about how to live stream with various apps. Yeah, you can go live on your phone, no problem.
Yeah,
no problem at all.
No limits, dude. But man, good convo tonight, D, man. Glad to talk to you, man.
Yeah. Give Paloma
Thank you so much, D.
And Dal, you have a good one.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good evening, everyone. Thanks for this opportunity.
Yeah.
Bye.
Take care. See you, Jeff. Have a good one. Bye, Dal.
Brother. See you, man.
Bye-bye. All right, so we're going to get back to answering some questions into the Sarlacc. How's it going, man? You were in here for a while. Niche. How do you pronounce it? Is it niche or is it niche? Can we just put this, is it niche? Is it niche or niche? Which one is it? Shannon, you have a good one. Hannah, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well, dude. Boom. All right, so I'm going to go back to answer some of these questions. And here, I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm not going to get to all these questions today because of that thing that we just did. So if you did ask a question and I don't get to it, I will start next week's show answering these questions. So next question. Hold on here. Okay, I answered that one. Next question here is from Divided by Sight. Should you... do you have any tips for live streaming? I want to start on, it's almost like the stuff is planned. Do you have any tips for live streaming? I want to start on StreamYard. You can start on StreamYard. So get started. But my main tip for live streaming, if you're just getting started, is to make notes on your phone or get an old school, just a piece of paper and get a Sharpie or a pen and write down some things to talk about. Write down some show notes. Say, okay, here's 5 things that I want to talk about during today's live stream. So that's going to help you stay focused, because what's going to happen, and those of you who live stream know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes your brain's just like, nope, I'm out. And then you're thinking, what was I just talking about? But if you have your show sheet, then you know, oh, I was talking about this. These are things that are going to drive the live stream along. Now, when you're starting out, there's a good chance that people are not going to come in. You might get 1 person, you might get 5, you might get 10. Don't think about, or don't even worry about if people are going to come in or not, because you need to build the skills like everything else, right? You had to learn how to make a video, how to make your channel header, how to make your thumbnails, how to make the video itself. But you need to learn how to live stream. You need to learn how to carry the conversation. You need to learn how to deal with the tech. You need to learn how to handle all of the things that happen and juggle everything that's going on at the same time during a live stream. So that's another skill you have to build. So even if there's nobody in the chat, carry yourself as if people are in the chat. Talk about those 5 things that you wanted to talk about. And don't think you have to do a marathon live stream. You can go live for 10 minutes. Go live for 15 minutes. Go live until you finish talking about those 5 things that you want to talk about. There's no right or wrong, but just start doing it. That's the only way you're going to get better at it, is just start doing it. This is absolutely right. Oops. Yeah, it just bounced again. Exactly right. I love doing live streams. Yeah, man. What's the best time to upload videos for your channel? I upload once a week. I want to be consistent and a good time. Okay, so go into the YouTube studio. If you only have a phone, you're going to have to go into desktop mode in your browser. Use the Chrome browser, desktop mode, go into YouTube studio, go into audience, and inside of audience, they have a new graph. You know what? Let me show you. I'm going to show you this. I think if I can get to it here, give me 1 second. So they have a new graph showing you when your audience is online. So let me go out here and try to get to this. So analytics, audience. Give me 1 second here. Nope. Let's see here. Yeah, I can do this. Okay, so let me turn this on. Let me share my screen. So this is inside of, let me turn this off. Twitch versus YouTube for streaming. YouTube, hands down. Twitch doesn't really have discoverability. That's the problem with Twitch. Now, if you want to stream in both places and build up a community in both places, hey, I'm streaming on YouTube, okay, on this day, but on this day I stream on Twitch, but it's harder to get discovered on YouTube. I mean, it's harder to get discovered on Twitch. The lack of discoverability over there makes it really difficult. Okay, so share screen. Boom, and everybody has access to this, by the way. So let me go to Chrome tab, and let me go to Analytics, and let me share screen. So what you have here, go into Analytics, then come over here to Audience, and it's going to say when your viewers are on YouTube, and it breaks it down Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And if you hover over it, it will tell you, right, the lighter shades, some of your viewers are on YouTube, and as it gets darker, the darkest purple means many of your viewers are on YouTube. Now, everybody has access to this now, so go check that out and see when your audience is on. Now, here's a little trick to uploading. You don't want to upload at the same time, exactly the same time when everybody's online. Upload a little bit before. Instead of uploading at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. or 7 a.m., upload at 6:45, 7:45, 7:50. Upload a little bit before, catch them a little bit before, because so many people like to upload right on the dot. But if you send out that notification, they might get your notification first. And if you're the first notification that comes in, then you're going to get that session time, right? There's watch time and then there's session time. So you're starting someone's day watching YouTube, and that gives you a little bit of a competitive edge. Look at that. Oh my God, changed my life. Yeah, so everybody has access to that. D, you must have a big Australian base. Midday is generally nighttime for you. Yeah, I have, currently in my viewership is all over the place right now. So prior to the COVID lockdown, I was ranging about 40% in the USA for my viewership. About 40% of my viewers were coming from the US. COVID hit, the world locked down, and now I have places like Malaysia, Philippines, and India. Those have all shot up during the lockdown because they're all locked down. And, that balanced out with the US. So my US audience currently dropped all the way down to 22%, but those other countries came up. And I'm going to guess when COVID's over, things are going to balance right back out. Don't upload exactly on the hour. Yeah, that's not like a hard set rule. I just find personally that if I upload at 8, I generally don't get as much as if I upload at like 7:45 or even 7:30. I like to go a little bit before my audience comes on. That works for me. So that's something you're going to have to test. Test it out for yourself. You got to find that sweet spot. And it's part of testing. Test it again and again and again. And you got to find the right days. And sometimes you do everything right. Like, okay, I uploaded at the right time, on the right day, but your topic just wasn't on point, or your thumbnail wasn't on point. Because of that, the video just doesn't get that lift. It happens. Tana says, I signed up for Streamlabs Prime. I set up my merch store, and I'm messing around with the soundboard app. Anything else I should check out? You set up for Stream? No. I think if you got your merch set up and you're there inside of Streamlabs, no, I would just try, like I'm on StreamYard right now because I've had a lot of problems with Streamlabs since their last big update. I can't use it. I don't know what happened. I'm working from a laptop right now while I'm traveling, and it's just not wanting to be compatible with my laptop. What I do recommend is if you build your live stream around a specific platform, I think it's also a great idea to use something like StreamYard as a backup. Go live on StreamYard, learn how to use it, learn everything about it. So if Streamlabs doesn't work for you, they put out a big update and you go live and there's a problem, don't sweat it. Just kill that stream, go open up StreamYard, hit live and go live and just run with that. So I think it's a good idea to have a backup, even if it's an app, right? Prism Live Studio or Streamlabs Mobile or Switcher Studio, Cinemaker, something like that. Just be ready to go with a backup so you don't waste a lot of time. Let's see here. For a daily vlogger, do you think it's worth extracting the audio and uploading each day as a podcast? That's an interesting question. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that because I don't know if your content is something that would be easily consumed in an audible format. I would say test it. Test it out. You can use, what's it called? What's it called? Anchor. The app called Anchor that's on your phone. It's free. So you can test it out. Put it up there. You might find that people love it. All part of testing, right? Test it out, make 20 episodes, 25 episodes, let people know that it exists, link to it in your descriptions. Hey, if you want the audio version of this, make a video about it, introducing it, and see if it catches on or not. You'll find out. Okay, right here. Yes, upload it to podcast. There you go. Yeah, anytime you think, should I do this? Should I not do that? I would say test it. I would say test it because even if it's something that I wouldn't necessarily do because I don't think it would necessarily work for my audience and viewership, that doesn't mean it wouldn't work for yours. You're in a completely different universe, completely different, people with different goals and different things that they're trying to figure out are on your channel. So what works for mine or what doesn't work for mine, it might be the opposite for you. So you got to test this stuff. Have a good night. Audio is the next big, I think it is the big thing. I think it already is the big thing. I mean, video is huge and audio is already huge, but I think podcasting is just going to grow. I think it's just going to keep growing and keep growing and keep growing and keep growing. Does StreamYard work with people who have less than 1,000 subscribers in their channel? Yes, it does. Here's the thing about live streaming. If you have under 1,000 subscribers, because that's the threshold for live streaming on a phone, a lot of people get this twisted. They say, oh, I have under 1,000 subscribers. I can't live stream at all. That's not true. You just can't live stream on a phone using the YouTube app directly. So what you have to do is you have to verify your channel. Go to youtube.com/verify, and it'll tell you if your channel is verified or not. If not, you go through the process. It's easy. It's free. And within 24 hours, they activate live streaming, even if you have under 1,000 subscribers. Now, you still can't do it on the YouTube app directly, but you can use third-party apps like Prism Live Studio, Switcher Studio, Cinemaker, DU Recorder, that sort of thing. You just can't go direct from the YouTube app specifically. Now, StreamYard you can run the entire show from an Android device, or you can go from a desktop computer under 1,000 subscribers. Can you get more? Yeah, right here. These are the best. Video Leap, VN, VLLO. Boom. There you go. I just dropped those into the chat. Right. As Doug says, you just have to get activated. That's it. So many people, they make the mistake of saying, hey, I've hit my 1,000 subscriber threshold. Why am I not able to live stream? One, you might not be verified. Two, there seems to be a little bit of a backlog. People are getting verified. They're hitting the 1,000 subscribers, but they're still not able to live stream. YouTube's just falling behind. That's it. Just wait. Wait it out a couple of weeks. YouTube's working from home right now, so they're not on top of things like they usually are. Next question comes from Tariq Tutorials. He says, how do I get my video to the top of the video list using TubeBuddy? It doesn't work that way. So TubeBuddy does not put your video up to the top. It's not like TubeBuddy. You find the right tags, you find the right keywords, and you're up at the top. This is a common misconception that people have with TubeBuddy. They think you're going to install TubeBuddy and it's going to magically put you up there. No, this isn't the case. What TubeBuddy does is it helps you find an opportunity where you can rank, right? It helps you. It has a lot of other features too. It has A/B testing features. If you have the legend package, you can find and replace things in your description. It has a ton of other tools, but at its core, it helps you find an opportunity. It can say, hey, based on your channel and the data we've collected from your channel and the keywords that you're giving us right now, we believe that you do or do not have a good opportunity to rank here. So even if you have everything 100 across the board, let me just pull this out real quick. Excuse me while I whip this out. Let me just whip this out and show you something. Demonetize. Here we go. All right. So, I thought I was screen sharing. Give me a second here. Let me turn off my banners so you can see it. I'm going to turn off the logo for a second. And give me just a second here. Let's see here. Dude, that new feature is a game changer. Yes. Now, here's the thing. This is their recommendation for the time to upload. You still need to experiment. Try going a little bit before. Try going a little bit after. Try switching up the days. It's not an exact science. It's more like predictive based on when your current audience is online. But again, you still have to nail it with the thumbnail. You still have to nail it with a good video. Thank you, Christina. If someone steals your script word for word on their channel, can you claim copyright? They're not using the same photos, but the exact words. Technically, you might be able to, but I think that would be more difficult to prove. Christina, that's probably a question that you want to reach out to Ian Corzine, the lawyer for that. He's very active on Twitter. Ian Corzine is his name. Yeah, technically you might be able to. I just don't know if you can prove that or not, because it's easy if you have something that they can match with their system. And they might be able to, they won't be able to match it because the cadence will be off, the pacing will be off. I reach out to Ian Corzine about that. You know, I'm going to drop his, give me 1 second here. 1 second, Ian Corzine. So I'm going to drop, in case you don't have his Twitter handle, Christina, I'm going to drop his Twitter name into the chat right now. Follow him and ask him about that. He's going to know. And even if, I mean, they're obviously stealing it, I just don't know if YouTube will act or not. That's the key. So I would ask Ian about that one. Because, yeah, they are stealing from you. It is a script. You know, if I took, you know, Star Wars: A New Hope, and I just went on my channel and I started reading the script, I mean, then again, on the flip side, if they're showing different images, if they're showing different things in the background, they might be able to claim fair use if they're changing it. So if they are taking your creation and they're changing things up a little bit with the graphics and how things are done, then maybe they can get away with it with fair use. That's a question for Ian. So yeah, definitely ask him. Because on one hand, I say yes. On the other hand, I'm like, yeah, could be fair use depending on how they're putting the rest of it together. That's it right there. All right. I was going to share my screen. So we're going to share screen. We're going back to TubeBuddy here. We're talking about the opportunity. So where's it at? Exclusive TubeBuddy. Okay, hold on here. YouTube. Let's see if I grab the right one. Boom. Okay, so when you open up TubeBuddy, and you do that by tapping on this right here, you open up TubeBuddy, you come down to the Keyword Explorer, and there's a couple of different ways to do this. They also have the SEO tool. So, and then you start typing in keywords that you want to target. So let's say I do, let's say I'm just doing best screen recorder Android. And they're going to give me a score. Now, they have weighted and they have unweighted. If you're using a free version, you have unweighted. And unweighted is just kind of like a general, it's general information. Weighted means it's specifically for your channel. So what this is telling me is it's poor. They don't recommend it. But if you come down here to search volume, you see there's a decent amount of search volume. So that means there's a lot of people looking for it. Competition weighted, that means that it's going to be very competitive, and they don't recommend me doing it because they think I have a poor chance of ranking because of that. Optimization strength is in the green. So if I optimize, then I might have a good chance. But overall, they're giving me a poor ranking. So I wouldn't go for that. But here are some other suggestions on the side. So if I tap on one of those, best screen recorder in 2020, boom, just by adding 2020, look what's happening. Now the search volume went down. However, this would still be highly searched for. So I would probably go with this one. Competition weighted, thumbs up. Optimization strength, thumbs up. Number of videos in the search, 823,000. Okay. And the lowest view count found in the top ranking videos is only 98 views. So there's a good chance that this title would be great for me. And all I did was added 2020 on it. But people are still going to be searching for this. Now, what this is this is an opportunity. This is TubeBuddy saying, based on the weighted information, this is specific to your channel, based on what you just told us for your keywords, the keywords you're trying to target, this is what we've concluded is a great opportunity for your channel. Now, even though all of that said excellent, even though everything says I should run with that, and I probably will make that video, but guess what? Even though everything was in the green, everything said excellent, TubeBuddy said we're ready to go on this, it's still up to me to have a banging thumbnail that's going to get clicked. It's still up to me to make a great video that people are going to watch. Even if it's 100 out of 100, TubeBuddy says this is the best opportunity possible, and my thumbnail sucks, nobody's going to click on it. So all of that data, it gets wasted because I blew it with the thumbnail. Or maybe my thumbnail is really good, but I blew it with my video because my hook sucked. Or I had an intro in there that was just too long, or the audio was bad, or whatever. I said the wrong things. It wasn't interesting enough when it came on. So I blew that opportunity. TubeBuddy says, hey, here's a perfect opportunity for your channel. Now it's up to you to do something with it. So even though we have those great marks, we can still screw everything up by putting the wrong information in there. So I hope that's helpful in terms of understanding how TubeBuddy actually works. And here's what Christina does. Christina says, I make 5 different thumbnails. Yeah, that's smart. I know a lot of people will make different thumbnails. I'll usually make a thumbnail, and then if I find it has a low click-through rate, early on, I'll try making some changes. And then after about a week or two, then I'll start running A/B tests. I know my brain just shut off. Matt Geelan from Little Monsters, he does something that I find interesting. So when he first publishes, his thumbnail has him in the picture because he wants his subscriber base, his audience, to recognize him right away. To say, oh, that's Matt's new video. So they go over and they click on that video. But once that video gets a little bit of legs and it starts kind of branching out on its own and building some momentum, he can change the thumbnail out. So I think that's a really clever strategy. You don't have to stick to one thumbnail. Hold on, let me see what I'm missing here. What's this? Title suggestion, you've been screen recording all wrong. Use this instead. Go aggressive. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's the other thing. That's the other. I'm glad you said that. That's another way to go about this. So TubeBuddy, vidIQ, Morning Fame, all of these platforms, they're fantastic and they show you this opportunity, but you can go the other way. And instead of using data, you use a compelling title. And what El Jefe is suggesting right here, this is a very compelling title. You've been screen recording all wrong. Use this instead. Now, I'm not going to have high marks on that here. And just for fun, we're going to actually look that up. So let me share my screen. We're going to go back. Chrome tabs. Screens, right? So you've been I'm just going to go, you've been screen recording. You've been screen recording all wrong. Just go with that one. Watch, this would be like I thought. This would be perfect. Very good. That's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. But you see the search volume is low. That means people are not searching for that. Now, my channel is search-based. I like to plant those video seeds, and I like to water them and let them grow because over time, they're going to continue to bear fruit. They're going to continue to bring in views over time. That's my strategy for the channel. So search volume is low. However, it's a very compelling title. If somebody who is doing a lot of screen recording, if they see that title and I have a good looking thumbnail, you've been screen recording all wrong. Use this instead. Click. They're going to click that really fast. They might even click that faster than Best Screen Recorder 2020. So what Al Jefe recommends here is this is a compelling title. Mr. Beast is amazing for this. Most of the giant channels, the shocking channels, people in the, millions and millions of subscribers, they're great at having compelling titles. Last hand off the car wins the car. That's a compelling title. Who doesn't want to watch that, right? I bought a house for the pizza guy. Compelling title. Now, that's harder to do starting out, but it can work. If you've got the right thumbnail, you've got the right compelling title, you put it out at just the right time, and people are clicking on that and watching it, and your video's solid. That's how you can go from a small channel to a big channel pretty fast. But it's tougher because most of us lack the skills when we're getting started. Christina says, I use more compelling titles now than just search titles. Yeah, and that's correct me if I'm wrong, but that was your way to get your tiny house videos to explode. You're getting more recommended and more suggested traffic, I'm guessing. Yeah, and it's a choice, right? Like for me, I could probably grow my channel a lot faster if I went for trending things. If I went for things that were I knew were going to be recommended, because when I have made those videos, when I make videos on something that's trending, like Instagram just released dark mode, whoosh, right? I don't know, that's a couple 100,000 subscribers or a couple 100,000 views on that. When YouTube introduced dark mode for Android, when that first came out, that video is like well over 1 million views right now. So when I do hit those trending topics, I can usually get a great video out of that. Like right now, and unfortunately I don't have it. So I mentioned earlier on in the stream that Facebook allows you to make avatars now with your phone. Unfortunately, I don't have it. They haven't given me the update yet, but I know if I can get that update within the next day or two, I can probably get a huge video out of that because it's trending right now. It's going to be a hot video. But for the majority of my videos, because they're tutorial based, tutorials are hard to do on something that's trending generally. So I just plant those seeds and let them grow. Yep, I broke my channel to make compelling titles, but it works. And that's the important thing, is there isn't a right way or a wrong way. It's like you do it one way, and if you're not getting the growth that you want, or you think you could be doing better, you try something else. Search isn't the answer always. You can do, different, there's suggested traffic, there's recommended traffic, there's search traffic, there's different ways to get traffic, and you just have to experiment and find the right one for you, or find the balance. I try to put the product and then some of the catch line. Yeah. Yeah, you just have to experiment. I mean, Chris and Christina, oh God, where are you at right now, Christina? Let me go look at your channel. Hold on here. Small horn. Now, she used to be known as the real estate whisperer. Let me see where some of your videos are. I think, Christina, where you had a really big 1 or 2 videos. If I'm really, let me see, most popular, where you at? Yeah, okay. Oh, I thought I was sharing my screen. So give me 1 second here. Screen share, Christina Smallhorn, boom. So this is where she started making changes with her channel. She was focusing on search traffic, and that's great if you're just getting started. That's fine. But she started making some adjustments, and she started catering. She founded a community that wasn't getting served as well. And she started making content on them. Look at this. 5 tiny manufactured homes you can buy on Amazon for under 40K. That's very compelling. 1.1 million views. 5 reasons not to buy a tiny manufactured home. 590,000 views. 5 biggest lies about manufactured, right? Manufactured mobile homes. 556,000 views, and so on and so forth. Build a house in 2 hours. Foldable modular homes. A very compelling title. Almost 500,000 views. So when she went this way, she saw explosive growth. So that's, you know, that's one way to try to grow your channel. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just, you know, how you want to do it and what type of content you make, and can you get in on those things and make those compelling titles. Let's see here. Hello, since the stream is about asking you things, how can you cope? How can you cope with losing a lot of friends at once? If you're talking about internet friends come and go. If you're talking about real life friends, that's tough. You know, losing a lot of friends at once, it can be difficult. It's especially difficult if you are younger, you're in high school. That can be tough. There's no right answer to that other than you just have to just keep moving forward. It's going to suck, but you will move on. You'll meet other friends, find things to keep you occupied, find new activities, find new hobbies, you know, find things that are going to take your mind off of it. And when you get a chance, try to meet new friends. You'll find them. And I know most of you who are a little bit older, you've had so many friends come and go. People come, people go in your life. That's just the way it is. And you get over it. Sometimes you don't know why they go. Let me see. I used to put one product sort of catch line, definitely helps. I have one that made over 1 million views. Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to grab a couple more questions from the forum. We're way sidetracked. Narfield asks, how wild should I go when experimenting with thumbnails? The thumbnails I'm making now are working and bringing in views with a decent CTR, but I want to try other things to see if I can get better results. There's no right or wrong. Just make them. However wild you want to get, go with it. A thumbnail has one goal and one goal only. Get the click, win the click. When somebody is looking at YouTube and all the other videos and all the other thumbnails are showing up, your thumbnail's primary goal is to stand out and be the one that gets clicked on. That's it. So don't overthink it. Just think, what can I do to make my thumbnail stand out, to be compelling enough, to be interesting enough, to be alluring enough, where people say, yep, got to click that. Got to click that. So go wild and test it and see what you come up with. Mooncat Crazy says, do you think I'll hit 100 subscribers soon? Yep, I sure do. If you're uploading videos and you're making content that serves value to people, if they're finding your content to be valuable, you're helping people, you're responding to your content, you're uploading regularly, yep, you'll get there. Alondra's Sparkly Style says, how do you get subscribers back or not make them leave? You don't. People come and people go, just like the friends in your life. I've lost thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers. Every time I upload a video, I gain a certain amount of subscribers and I lose a certain amount of subscribers. That's just the way it goes. And you notice that more when your channel's smaller, but as your channel gets larger, that's just how it works. It's a tide comes in, the tide comes out. People lose interest. People give up on whatever they're, maybe, what would you make? So you make, what's your content? Okay, I'm not sure what your content is about, but let's say you're a particular hobby. Let's say you're a channel about outdoor hiking. Well, what if I stop hiking? What if I've lost interest in hiking? I don't need to be subscribed to your channel anymore. So you upload a video, it's a hiking video. It reminds me, oh yeah, I don't hike anymore, unsubscribe. Or maybe you've made a ton of hiking videos and I joined your channel and became part of your community because I love everything you do about hiking, but you started uploading content about cars or photography or something else that I wasn't interested in. I'm going to unsubscribe and go somewhere else. A lot of spam accounts get deleted. A lot of sub accounts, they get deleted. So, every now and then you hear about a YouTube purge. Purges happen and they delete tons of spam accounts. If you're going around and you're asking for sub for sub, scratch my back, I'll scratch your back, walk my dog, I'll walk your dog, meet me behind a dumpster for $20, whatever you're putting in your comments, when those get reported, and I report every single one of them, and a lot of people do, when enough people report you, you lose your channel. And YouTube will do these purges and wipe out just thousands of accounts. So you could be losing that way too. Oju John, thank you so much. Hey, Dad, Mom, and I miss you. Love and come home soon. I hope you get to see them soon. Let me go down to the chat here. Dumpster for 20. Hey, man, 20 bucks is 20 bucks, Justin. You know what I'm talking about? 20 bucks is 20 bucks. All right, next question. Oh, this is a two-part question. I was celebrating 2 days ago with 150 sub goal, and today I got down to 148, and I've been working hard. You don't do sub for sub. Okay, you lost 2 people. People come, people go. That's all it is. Don't worry about it. I've lost thousands, and I've lost thousands of subscribers. Just don't worry about it. I think my brother said not. So he's almost 600,000, but I think he's lost over 30,000. So he's almost at 600,000, but he's lost over 30,000 subscribers. Just comes with the territory. All right, next question. Saad Ali says, how can I tell viewers to watch my videos, yet I don't have a number of subscribers? Tell me how to install Video Leap on an Android phone. Okay, first of all, Video Leap is not officially on Android yet. There is an app called Video Leap that's on Android, but it's not the Video Leap. So don't download that, and don't download Video Leap for Android from an APK website because it's cracked and it's not legit and it's not going to work properly. So it is coming for Android. Sit tight. How can you tell viewers to watch your videos? You don't. You have to make videos with great titles that people are searching for, or compelling titles where people want to click on them. And the same for your thumbnails. That's how you tell them to watch it. You're like, hey, here's a title or here's a topic that you're probably interested in. Here's a great looking thumbnail that you have to click on. That's the best you can do. So knowing who your audience is and knowing how to make content for your audience and make thumbnails for that audience and write titles for that audience, that's a skill you have to learn how to do. It's hard to do starting out, but you can do it. Just takes practice. And I want to go back here. Hold on here. We're talking about Tom. That bot has many names, blocked at least 20 of them. Okay, so let's talk about Tom. Let's talk about Tom, Todd, Music, Logan, whatever he's calling himself these days. There are a couple of videos going around right now on the internet talking about how Todd and Logan and Music, how they're hacking people's channels. I don't believe this to be the case. Simply replying to someone in a comment is not going to get your channel hacked. That's not going to happen. People are getting hacked. It's Logan right now. Okay. Here's how people get hacked. People get hacked by clicking on things in their email or going to websites that download things. You're downloading free. Hey, I'm downloading pirated software. I'm downloading free music from the internet. You don't know what's coming in that, right? You're using side-loaded APK apps. Those things are packed full of malware, right? You're getting hacked because you're downloading stuff like this, even though your virus protection software might not even catch it, but it's there. People are installing keyloggers into computers and that sort of thing. Another thing that's happening is fake copyright claims, fake copyright strikes are being sent out to people. YouTube's not sending them. They're sending them out. Scammers are sending them out and says, this video has a copyright claim or a copyright strike. You have 3 days to dispute this, or we're going to remove your channel, whatever they do to try to push you to click on it. And then you click on that link, and then you go into YouTube and sign in. Boom, they got you. They just got your password. Another thing that's happening right now is fake sponsors sending out emails that say, they say things like, hey, we're willing to pay you $500 or $1,000 to promote our product. All you have to do is download this app or download this piece of software. Look at our VPN service, and you do that, you put it in, boom, they got you. So this is how people are getting hacked. Replying to Todd, replying to Logan, blocking them from your channel, even subscribing to them, you're not going to get hacked. I know there's videos going around saying that that's going to happen. It's not true. It's not going to happen. Now, people are confused at why Logan and Tom and Todd can access videos that haven't been published yet. Like, hey, I have a private video or I have an unlisted video, but somehow Logan and Todd, they found it and they left a comment on it. Here's why, because you've added it to a playlist. Even if your video is private or unlisted, if you add that video to a playlist, people can still access that video through a playlist. And that's how Tom, Todd, Logan, or whatever his name is, that's how they're accessing it. People think it's some hackery thing going on because they can access it. But if you add it to a playlist, anybody who has access to that playlist can see that video, including the bots. So I hope that was helpful. So simply, if you get Logan's comments, you don't panic, just block them from your channel. You're not going to get hacked. But don't ever, let me see if I can find, how many of you are getting fake copyright claim emails? If you're getting fake copyright claim emails, say yes. But let me see if I can find one of those, because I get them quite often, and I usually delete them. Let me check the trash real quick. Give me 1 second here. Let me check my trash because I usually delete them. So let me see here. Copyright. Actually, let me put in copyright. Hold on here. Copyright claim. Let's see. Let's see. YouTube copyright background music and Android. Let me find. Okay, so here's what? Give me 1 second here. Nope, that's the wrong one. I may have deleted these because I usually get rid of them. Copyright claim. Give me 1 second here. I'm looking for one, and I want to show you. How you can tell if it's legit or not. So give me just a moment here, because I want to find this inbox. Let me try my inbox. I usually delete these things. Copyright. Let me see here. Apple copyright. YouTube. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Claim. Nope. Yeah, I'm sorry. They're all gone. I thought I had one for you. So here's what you need to do. If you get an email and it looks 100% like it's from YouTube and says you've got a copyright claim, you got a copyright strike, click on this, whatever. Never, ever, ever click on anything that comes in from your email. That's how the scammers get you. That's how they get access to things. What you want to do is don't click on anything, but log into YouTube. If all you have is your phone, that's fine. Put your browser in desktop mode on Chrome and go into YouTube Studio that way. Or if you're on a desktop, go into YouTube Studio, and you're going to see there, it's going to be very easy for you to see that you have a copyright claim or a copyright strike. Don't ever click on anything that comes into your email, no matter how real it looks to you, because a lot of them are fake. I'm actually looking. I thought, no, you do not. However, I can't guarantee that I'm going to see it in the chat. I just saw yours right there. I was taking them from a form, but I had to close the form because we have too many questions, and I'm not going to be able to get to them all. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for one more. I know I took a screen grab because I'm actually making a video talking about ways that you can get hacked. And I think I have a screenshot of one of those emails before I screenshots. Hold on here. Okay, yeah, so here's one of them. So I took a screenshot from one of the emails. So give me a second here. I'm going to share this with you. Application window. Okay, so here's one of the emails. And all I did is I took a screenshot out of the email. And it looks like this. Hey, D. Niman, we'd like to inform you that we've received a copyright or complaint regarding your content, and upon review, we determined that the activity on your account violates our guidelines. This means that your video have been removed, and you have lost access to some features in your account. You now have 1 strike. Getting 3 strikes will lead to the termination of your account and the removal of all of your videos. Why this can happen? View details. Sincerely, YT Creator Award Team. Here's another one. Due to a copyright takedown notice that we received, we had to take down one of your videos. This means that your video can no longer be played and you may have lost access to some features in your account. You received a copyright strike and so on and so forth, right? View details. And you see what they're doing here is they want you to click on view details. Now, on the surface, when you see like who it's from and everything, it looks legit. However, if you look at where it's from, you can tell it's not from @google.com or @youtube.com. But they want you to click on that. And when you click on, if I would have clicked on either one of those buttons, oh my God, I got a copyright strike. I got a copyright claim. I got to view the details. Click, they would have taken my channel. For every person you see posting on Reddit, on Twitter, all across the internet, my channel got hacked. 95% of them usually come from something like that. So you have to be very careful about what you click on. Sometimes they brute force hack things, and you can turn on the what do they call it? The two-level authentication. What do they call it? Two-level authentication. You can turn that on, but people are even getting around that because if they've got your passwords and stuff because they put a keylogger on your system, they get access to everything. So be careful. Be careful. Next question. I don't have the same TubeBuddy features on my tab, so what I want is an endless great video idea. This one is from Fresh Modi TV. You want fresh, endless video ideas? You head to the YouTube search bar and you start typing in stuff, and that drop down that shows up, those are endless video ideas. That's what people are searching for. Carson Prout asked the question, I want to be a compilation channel. How? One of my videos got 400,000 views, but the others do so badly. Because you made a video that people were interested in, the thumbnail was on point, your title was on point, and because of it, you got 400,000 views. So it's up to you as a creator to figure out what you did with that video and what they're interested in so you can make more of them. It could have been a thumbnail, could have been the topic, it could have been the timing, it could be trend related, I don't know, but study that video and make more like that video. So if you got one with 400,000 views, you're doing it. So how? You already did it. You have to study that video to figure out what you did. Next question, again from Carson Pruitt. Okay, they doubled the question up. Moving along. I don't have the same TubeBuddy features on the PC, and I need to help. Okay, so so TubeBuddy on a phone versus TubeBuddy on a desktop computer, completely different. Completely night and day difference. Different. If you have access to a computer, use the one on your computer. If you have access to a phone, that's all you have. You can put it on your phone. It's not bad. It can help you do things. The comments are really nice. You can keep track of your views. You can do some keyword research on it. There is a big update coming. There are going to be more features added to it, but it's not there yet. But on a desktop version, tons of features there, especially if you have a paid version of TubeBuddy. Yeah, the phone version is, it's a version 1. Let's call it that. It's a version 1. It's V1. There's a lot of cool things coming in V2 and V3 and V4. I've seen some of the features that are coming down the road for that. Pretty exciting stuff. Next question from Origami and Crafts, who says, what is the best free video editor for iPhone? I'm going to go with Video Leap. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people put Video Leap in. As soon as they install it, it pops up a page that says, hey, you want to join monthly or whatever? And people say, oh, this is garbage. But it's going to have another option to either say no thanks, or there's going to be an X somewhere to close that down, and then you can use it for free. Now, they do, and there's no watermark. They do have premium features, so you have to be mindful. If you use one of their premium features and they label those, it will say try. If you're using something that says try on it, that means it's a premium feature, and that's where they're going to ask you to pay. They're going to put a watermark on it. But if you don't use one of those premium features, you can use it for free. There's also iMovie. iMovie is great. It's basic. If you're just getting started, it's good. Video Leap is kind of like iMovie on steroids. And then you also have VN, and you also have VLLO. So that's what I got for you. And guys, I'm going to wrap this up. We've been streaming for 2 hours. You have asked some amazing questions tonight. Thanks to everybody who came on. Thanks to El Jefe and Andrew and Dowsey Saruno. Thanks for you guys coming on. I appreciate it. Thanks for awesome questions. Thanks for the super chats. Hope everybody stays safe. And I know a lot of people are going out right now. Quarantine is getting lifted. So be safe. Wash your hands. Be sensible. I don't want any of you guys to get sick. So have a good night. Thanks for staying up. Night Owl crew, I appreciate you. And I will be doing a members live stream maybe tomorrow or the day after. So those of you who are channel members, I will see you there. For everybody else, have a good one. And I'll see you next weekend.